What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys a quant update. And at the end of the video, I will be giving my price prediction for the next bull run. So stay tuned. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
Quant is currently trading at a price point of $91.71. It has a market cap of 1.1 billion, which ranks 39th among all cryptocurrencies. And right now, the circulating supply is 12 million out of a max supply of 14.8 million. And to put that into perspective, Bitcoin has a max supply of only 21 million, which is extremely scarce. And that's the primary reason that it's trading at over $26,000. Quant, on the other hand, has a supply just over 2/3 of Bitcoin. So it's even more scarce, which could give you an idea of how much a single Quant token could be worth someday. Quant reached its all-time high 2 years ago during the 2021 bull market at $428 and is down 78% since then. And if you were looking to buy Quant, I recommend using Binance, Coinbase, or KuCoin. I think those are the three easiest centralized exchanges to use. Now I'm going to give a brief overview of what Quant actually is for those of you guys that don't know. So Quant launched in June of 2018 with the goal of connecting blockchains and networks on a global scale without reducing the efficiency and interoperability of the network. It is the first project to solve the interoperability problem through the creation of the first blockchain operating system, which they call the Overledger network. Now, there are a lot of people out there that see Quant's extremely scarce supply, and they just instantly assume it's trying to be similar to Bitcoin and work as a great store of value. And yes, its extremely scarce supply is very appealing to a lot of investors. But what Quant is actually trying to accomplish is much different, and in many regards is significantly more important. So obviously, Quant works great as a store of value because of its max supply, but essentially Quant is trying to be the glue for the entire world economy, which is honestly about as big of a use case as you can get. As they say right here, the main aim of Quant using Overledger is to bridge the gap that exists between different blockchains. So imagine a world where Ethereum, Cardano, Algorand, Hedera Hashgraph, all of these major layer 1 projects are all connected. That would be huge for the crypto space, and it would also incentivize a lot of companies and institutions to actually build with blockchain. And then Quant is also one of 8 cryptocurrencies that are rumored to be ISO 20022 compliant, which allows them to integrate with the entire financial sector, working alongside central banks with cross-border payments. And naturally, that will give Quant a certain credibility that most projects do not have. And then Quant was founded by Gilbert Verdian, who has over 20 years of industry experience in upgrading the security, technology, and business strategies of businesses around the globe in order to achieve tangible results. And he also founded the ISO standard TC307, which currently has 53 countries working towards it, and it's responsible for the standardization in relation to blockchain and distributed ledger technologies. If you're looking to invest in Quant, I recommend doing a little more research into their leader, as I think he has one of the best resumes in the entire crypto space. Now, if you come over to Quant's Twitter, they have 135,000 followers, and they actually used to post non-stop, but they actually haven't posted since September 7th, where they posted, "We'll be at CBOS again to engage in the critical dialogue that pushes our industry forward." Gilbert Verdian will be discussing our recent work on CBDCs for the Bank of England, as well as our vision for tokenized banking. Now, I also want to discuss Quant's involvement with CBDCs. So I understand there are a lot of you guys out there that don't like CBDCs at all, and I won't lie, I'm not the biggest fan of them either. But the reality is they are going to happen regardless. There's nothing any crypto can do to stop them. Now, I do understand one of the biggest selling points of crypto is decentralization, and Quant is definitely not decentralized. In fact, Quant is one of the most centralized projects out there. But at the end of the day, you need to ask yourself a question. Are you in crypto to make money, or are you in crypto to be decentralized? If your answer to that is to be decentralized, maybe Quant is not the project for you. On the contrary, if your goal is to make money, Quant being heavily connected to central banks is a very good thing. Ask yourself, who controls most of the money in the world? The central banks. So they will be connected to the entities who control most of the money. I just don't see how that can possibly be a bad thing. But again, everyone perceives things in different ways. Now, the next thing I want to cover real quick is Binance US CEO leaves embattled crypto exchange. Now, why this happened, who knows? Your guess is as good as mine, but it did happen nonetheless. So I want you to just be cautious. If you are using Binance.us, just understand there are things that could change in the near future. And there's always a possibility that he left because he knows that Binance.us was doing shady things. Now, I'm not here to gossip and spread rumors, but again, just be careful with Binance.us. So now if we get into some technical analysis, this is Quant on the weekly time frame. Now the stochastics and the RSI are both oversold, and then you could argue that Quant is trading in a falling wedge, which break up 68% of the time, and it has a measured move to about $147. And then if you also pull a Fibonacci, Quant is also trading just above the 786, which traditionally is a fantastic accumulation zone. And then last but not least, if you look at price action, we have a little bit of a double bottom right here, whereas the RSI swings from a higher low to a lower low. That is class C bullish divergence. Typically that signals a local bottom has been reached. So overall, right now, I think Quant looks very good on the weekly time frame. And personally, I will be accumulating Quant at these levels. But obviously that's not financial advice. Do what's best for you. And you also need to understand that Quant and most other crypto projects right now are tied to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin rises, most will rise. If Bitcoin falls, most will fall. That being said, I want to take a look at Bitcoin. Although this is Bitcoin on the daily time frame, not the weekly. So just understand this is a smaller time frame. Now, the first thing you need to understand is this massive red candle we had August 17th. So most people think this was due to SpaceX liquidating their Bitcoin. But what's interesting about this is I had been calling for a drop for a long time. The reason for this is the 21-day moving average broke beneath the 50-day moving average, which created a death cross. And in my previous videos, I would go back in Bitcoin's history and show we would have a death cross and a huge drop. Another death cross, another huge drop, another death cross, another drop, and the one prior to this, we went from 29K down to 24K. So whether or not this recent drop was due to macro events or due to the death cross, who knows, but we still dropped. And my hope is that you guys utilize that information to either short the market or to accumulate more crypto. And in doing so, you could have made some very nice gains. And if you guys enjoy making gains in the crypto market, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button and help me pump that algorithm. I have made many profitable calls during this bear market, and I will continue calling out projects that I believe could be profitable in the future, so stay tuned. Now, the reason this death cross is important is because we have now had the 21-day moving average crossing the 200-day moving average, which is another death cross. And in Bitcoin's history, this is typically a more violent drop than the previous one. In addition to that, as of yesterday, price action was trading beneath all of the moving averages, which is usually very bearish. However, this morning price action has pumped up back above the 21-day moving average. So we will need to wait and see if a candle actually closes above the 21-day. If it does, that is a good sign. But again, we'll have to see. Now, you could also argue that Bitcoin is forming a bear flag, which breaks down 68% of the time, and it has a measured move down to about 22,300. So I just need you to understand, there are a lot of very bearish indicators on Bitcoin right now. So as good as Quant looks, if Bitcoin crashes, Quant will probably crash with it. Now, there are a couple things that could save us. So if you look at price action, it swings from a lower low to a higher low, and a lower low to a higher low. If you look at the RSI, it swings from a higher low to a lower low and a higher low to a lower low. Those are both class A bullish divergence, and they are very strong, which again, typically signals a local bottom has been reached. So perhaps that could allow us to continue trading sideways for a while, which could be good for Quant. But just understand, macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So if all of a sudden the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF were to get accepted, that could skyrocket Bitcoin, Quant, the entire crypto market. On the contrary, if it gets rejected, or some extremely bearish news comes out, that could tank the entire crypto market. So just keep an open mind. Realize that anything can happen. And now for the final part of this video, I'm going to try and come up with a reasonable price prediction for Quant next bull run. So this is a historical snapshot of November 14th of 2021. This was the heights of the 2021 bull market, around the time Bitcoin was at its all-time high, 65,400. And if you scroll all the way down, Quant was ranked 59th at this time, and it had a market cap of 3.2 billion, and it was at a price point of $269. Now at this time, if we look at some of the products that are above Quant, Elrond, for example, 6.3 billion market cap, Algorand, 12.3 billion market cap, and then even a project like Shiba Inu, which is a meme coin, 29.2 billion market cap. Now if we go to market cap up, and we start off by comparing Quant to the all-time high that it reached itself, which was 5.2 billion. If it got to those levels, it'd be trading at a price point of $362, and that'd be a 3.9x. Now, I personally am a big believer in Quant, so I think Quant will smash these levels. And now, if you are someone that believes Quant could reach the all-time market cap high that EGLD reached last bull run, which was 9.8 billion, then Quant would be trading at a price point of $676, and that'd be a 7.3x. Now, honestly, I think it will also smash these levels. So now, if we compare Quant to the all-time market cap high that Algorand reached last bull run, which was 13.3 billion, that would put Quant at a price of $923, and that'd be a 10x. Personally, I still think Quant will get above these levels, but this is where things start to get a little bit more difficult. Obviously, it's no walk in the park for any project to get to a 13.3 billion market cap, but I just want to remind you, Quant has about as big of a use case as you can possibly get in crypto. They are solving enabling interoperability, and they are essentially going to be the glue for the entire world economy, coupled with the fact that they have a max supply less than Bitcoin at only 14.8 million. So yeah, again, I definitely think it can reach these levels. But now here's where things start to really get crazy. If you were someone that believes Quant could reach the all-time market cap high that Shiba Inu, a meme coin, reached last bull run, which was 41.1 billion, then Quant would be trading at a price point of $2,800, and that'd be a 30x. Now, I definitely think Quant will reach these levels eventually. I just don't know if next bull run we are truly ready for interoperability. But again, anything is possible. Quant has some huge connections. So if any project is going to reach these levels, I think Quant definitely has a great chance. But these price predictions are just my opinion and for educational purposes. Please do your own research and come to your own conclusions. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, how high do you guys think Quant could go next bull run? If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.